Here's another good game. That's all I have to say about that.
Versus.
You can play mom mode.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
I'm going to attempt playing Eno. I never tried stylish mode, I don't think. Which may explain why I haven't been doing too good when I played with my friends.
Japan.
1 second.
Eno.
No problem.
Versus Jack O. Get ready to rock.
Get ready to rock. Well, I do have a guitar, so I got that going for me. Probably not something someone who knows how to play fighting games to use. But the problem is, it's like Guilty Gear. That is not what you said.
Heaven or hell. Duel. 1. Let's rock. Counter.
You get away from me.
Not over yet.
I've actually tried.
Ow.
I've tried playing Jacko a couple of times. All I remember is that she had a super with like down forward. Yeah, Jam's in this game. She was one of the later editions. I like how they just took the sound of like a button dial on an old phone for that movie.
It's not over yet.
God, even as somebody that knows most of the moves for this character, I still have no idea what's going on. I believe Colexo described Jacko's playstyle as tower defense the fighting game character.
Jack O. Win. Duel. 3. Keep on.
Yeah, she's kind of like that.
She's too, as they put it, big brain for me. Figures, you know, I remember how to use her most important move, like, near the end of the match.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Ah! I had to do at least one. See, with no punctuation. That one's kind of underwhelming.
Eno. Win.
Any chance of there being a lobby? I don't actually know how that would work with this.
Who dares to enter
Is this like a game where you can have like 2 players local online? Like I'd have no way of testing that. Alright, yeah, that was whatever that super was called in the old games. I know how to play as him.
May ship 2.
May ship 2.
Venom. versus May. Get ready to rock.
I've been trying to unlock different announcers, but I want the May one just so when you pick Kim Hyun, she just goes like, oh wait, no, when you pick Elfelt, she just goes like,
To get off May's ship. To get on May's ship.
There's multiple ones going on.
One. Let's rock.
Give me one quick second, sorry.
That's fine. My friends are too good versus. How do I look at the screen? I wonder what the answer to that is. Like, my friends are too good. It's like, well, tell your friends to stop being good.
It's not over yet.
Okay.
It's not over yet.
I have a red ball. Oh, well.
Does his win post just do that?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, his win post hits, so I guess it hits the pool balls, too. He missed it. Ah. That sounds way different in this game. I wonder if it's the same voice actor. Ah.
It's not over yet.
I don't know what Hellfire is.
I don't remember any of the mechanics in this game.
I think I remember this one being put as the one where most of the new mechanics just made no sense.
Turn up the heat.
Like, can you find an explanation for Danger Time? I sure as hell can. It's just a thing that happens every now and then. Danger Time is an allegory for life, really. Let's hop.
We have to make a compilation of all the various ways that May has avoided Stinger so far.
It's not over yet.
Pool players hate her. How she even managed to avoid stingers? Ugh.
It's not over yet.
Whew.
I think I got chipped.
Yeah. Dandyism.
Venom. Win.
Alright.
No, that's a pool ball.
Just one quick second, we gotta
Who dares
do something.
Wait, why is it running so slow? What the hell? Oh, there it goes. Alright, there was this guy. I'm all technical and stuff.
Okay, good. Didn't crash when we all tabbed out.
It seems like they fixed that when it got out of beta, thankfully.
Well, to some degree. We still had to happen a few times.
Yeah. Actually, my store sells cloudberry yogurt. Or yogurt with cloudberry in it. And I tried it just for jam. I'm sorry to say that I didn't like it at all.
Get ready to rock.
These intros and win poses just for Raven. You don't expect him to be the character he ends up being.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
there it goes. What? Gosh. Well, damn.
At this rate, it was just a matter of time before a danger time.
Did he just go?
It's not over yet.
Also, I didn't expect this guy's voice to be so deep, considering.
It's not over yet.
Also, I'm suddenly remembering what his voice actor said during those, like, behind-the-scenes commentary tracks or whatever. I remember at one point, he said, I'm convinced that the producers are all perverts. Like, he just said that straight up. So, there's that. Also, when you're hitting him, he's actually just screaming more and more, so I think he might have had a point there. I love the little Raven icon that is just kind of nonplussed there for a second. He's very disappointed. Look, oh, of course I lost while he's like tumbling. Yeah, Jam's really cool. I wish I knew how to play it again. I knew how to play EX Jam in the old games really well, but I think she might be closer to EX Jam in this game actually. I'll have to check.
To take off into the stratosphere here.
That's what Jam does, you know.
It's not over yet.
There you go. Ah!
It's not over yet.
Alright, he has the Jetta Dash. Phew. You can't have these cutscenes while you're busy, like, wiggling around going in the actual game. Also, I'm around here somewhere. I don't know.
Who dares to enter the main?
Give us 1 second again.
Yeah. What's this guy?
Answer.
Answer.
Man, Answer's cool.
Yeah. He's really hard to use.
So the two characters they added in Rev 2 are just two of the harder characters to use.
Yeah. The ninja who's also Angelica's mom, that's a hell of a comparison. So who would the Drew Pickles of Guilty Gear be then?
Edinburgh Magical.
I'm going with Faust.
Answer versus Dizzy. Get ready to rock.
Damn it, now I can't look at it the same way anymore. Thanks a lot. So this is like the worst guy to fight in training mode, by the way. I don't know how to dress myself, apparently.
That's why she's afraid.
Yeah. It's like freezing cold out, and that's what you're going with. See, I remember down for things.
I wish I could immediately remember how to do the instant kills.
It's all buttons, and then down forward, head feast. I mean, I don't remember anything about the mutations in this game, so whatever like circle is. Yeah, the answer's really cool. I just boy, I don't remember how to play this guy at all. I do know that super. Yeah, freeze frame on that. It's like this game's version of the Ozma Deca gun.
All or nothing.
Except instead of eating a gun, he eats you.
Yeah. He spits you back out there because you're gross. God, how do you do that teleport? Like, to the, oh, okay. Kind of just like jump. Oh, okay, there we go. Super hurts a lot when it hits, too. Okay, I think I'm starting to remember how his stuff worked.
Dizzy. Win.
This is how I talk on the phone. I'm tired.
Duel. 3. All or nothing. It's not over yet.
Damn, I wanted to hear how the rest of his phone call went.
This was a stiff fucking lost pose there.
Oh, hey, a Makoto cameo.
Dizzy. Win.
紙にまで名前と住所を書いておくなんて。でも確かにこれならなくしても誰かに届けてもらいますね。さあ、
It's kind of an odd observation. You have documents. Alright, this character. In terms of design, Ram Lethal makes Dizzy look like she's a fashion expert. In fact, you know what I always thought Ram Lethal looked like? Or Ram Lethal?
What was that?
You know how in Soul Calibur there's like that option to like just generate a random creative character?
Yeah?
She looks like that. Like, just something that would come out of that. I've seen a lot of stuff where it's like, Popat, and then like, just no clothes. The pilot for that mech is like probably one of my favorite designs in this game. Also, gross. She came out of those tentacle monsters from Half-Life.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I forgot how this character worked.
You and us both.
Yeah, I tried playing Ram Lethal, and I couldn't understand what was happening. DNA.
Hey yo, win. Duel.
That's what's Heyo.
All or nothing.
Your cape is just a giant mouth. It's kind of horrifying.
It's not over yet.
Oh! Jeez. Then there's this wind pose, of course. And then... He's just very calmly saying this while she's getting shot out in the air.
Who dares to enter the main?
Kumayun seems like a very, like, completely underutilized character in this game.
Yeah, I think he won a tournament recently, actually. This is funny considering I read that he's considered not very good. But, I mean, as we've seen with that Tekken final we watched together, it doesn't mean anything.
Look, if you're dedicated enough, you can make anything happen.
Yeah. So I want to see, like, a Scorpion win a Mortal Kombat 2 tournament, because I think he was, like, the worst character in 1 and 2. I'm just curious to see if anybody can make that guy work.
Versus Jack O. Get ready to rock.
I said pick this guy because I think I remember he's, like, one of the easiest characters to use. One out of 2 is a failing grade. I think he's like... Oh right, yeah, it's
Heaven or hell.
Guilty Gear has that weird thing where like each character has 3 like voice packs. Yeah, it's Kazu described him pretty accurately, yeah.
It's not over yet.
that the sound you make when you drink tea, Leo? Just
It is when you drink it like the whole pot.
It just sounded like he was like drinking wind or something. Yeah, so, a friend of ours pointed out that wind pose is all just old, Guilty Gear sounds. Oh god.
It's not over yet.
Oh my god, this guy. I forgot the announcer actually goes, hell yeah! He's still going! Well, forget how long-winded this guy is, actually. I mean, he is a Guilty Gear character, but...
Hey, speaking of long-winded...
Oh, God. I like how Johnny Cage's stunt double style from Mortal Kombat X is just Bedman. Yeah, sure.
Nightmare Theater. Faust versus Batman.
Faust, right before his very interesting transformation recently.
Yeah.
これは緊急ですね。急ぎましょう。オペ開始です。
Oh, I thought he shut the door on himself and like.
This is a very quiet entrance for Bedman.
Yeah. Scorpion's indeed last in MP1. Yeah, because like all of his special moves are terrible. Well, all two of them. It kind of reminds me of, there was that video of, like, Sonya and Johnny Cage's actors playing as themselves in Mortal Kombat 1. And the difference is Sonya knew how to play as herself. So... Johnny Cage did not.
It's not over yet.
Damn. Weird thing about Faust in the new games, that's Terry's voice.
Duel.
Huh.
At least in 14 it is. Same thing with Potemkin. They've always been voiced by the same guy since, like, X. Wait, what was that? Yeah. Oh my god. Damn, I don't know what happened there. Usually I'm better with him. Anyway, now for this guy.
生存本能というものがあるけど、これって生きようとする無意識ではないんだよ。生き残ったものと滅びたものの特異的な差分を指して言ってるのさ。つまり根性論では適者生存の説理にはかなわない。
This vlog channel is weird. I'm gonna edit all my videos like that from now on.
なるほど。理解しがたいと理解できないは同義ではない。明確に。そして後世は僕の最も苦手とする。
Which I find very distasteful. Also, I find that one super very distasteful too, but that's a given.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go run to the bathroom real quick.
No problem. Who dares enter the mayhem? I'll tell you who. This lady that I don't know how to play, but I'm gonna try. Why have these went quite to the length of a dissertation? Because Bedman's just kind of like that. You enjoy next? Yeah. this was kind of a late burn. I did not like the original vanilla Xrd very much, but once it like had the final update, I was like, this is pretty cool. Yeah, Biken's a character that, like, there are certain characters that, like, I know how to play eventually, but I just kind of keep forgetting over and over again, and then I have to learn how to play them through the match, and I feel like Aura from Third Strike is also like that. But yeah, definitely, if we ever get an actual lobby set up, I'll let you know, because, like I said, I don't know, I know there's like a couple of games that support like 2 controllers locally for online play. I think Tekken might have did that, I don't know. Should be a feature in more games though. Also, man, the lobby system for this game is especially silly. There's a little, maybe I'll try to do like a quick like pre-trip stream of this through the week or something. Like, I'm not sure if Sasha will be able to play then, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we're back.
Alright.
I kind of realized, like, something while I was on the can, just one thing that does feel a little awkward about Strive so far to us.
Mm-hmm.
All the character reveals thus far have been the usual folks.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. They're like pretty massive redesigns for the most part, but also they're just kind of the characters that you would expect to be in the game.
Like, all the... Like, we haven't seen any of the Exard folks yet.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for, oh wait, there's like one new character they showed, like, very briefly, I think.
And they haven't said anything else about him.
Yeah, and it's like... Come on, I want to see more of that guy. Still early, though. I mean, yeah, but...
Slayer. Get ready to rock.
I think we want to wait long, because they've been trying their best to, like, get character reveals out ASAP.
Yeah. After that Kanoko comparison with Mei, though, like, I can't look at that design the same way now. Also, sorry, I accidentally started screen sharing anime instead of remote hosting Guilty Gear. So my favorite thing... She's totally fine after that, too.
Let's rock.
Also, as I mentioned before, Slayer is voiced by Amoeba now, and you can definitely hear it. Oh my god. That didn't go well. Sorry, Kazu, I mostly picked her for you, but
Keep on rocking.
But it seems it's dandy time.
Dandy stepping. It's not big steppy, but... Wait, what? Did I taunt by mistake? That was weird.
Hello, weird witches. It look like you're from another game entirely.
Wasn't that one game like Panorama Cotton or something? Kind of reminds me of that.
Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
How do you do the I want to do her Savami Geist because like the way she delivers that line is like legendary. Ah, this voice pack makes her sound like really tired. I like the really angry sounding one.
Alright, I feel brave.
Don't you be writing those haikus. you like summoning something there? Or you just like, look at me, I'm great, I'm Slayer?
It could be both.
I mean, if I were Slayer, I'd be going, look at me, I'm Slayer a lot, so. Thank you.
It's weird that they don't sub that.
Yeah, that just occurred to me.
俺の獲物が全部イかれちまったとんでもねえこかしら名前聞いとくぞ
I mean, you're not gonna believe me, but...
Who dares to enter the melee?
I'm gonna try him again because I died like really bad last time. Slayer.
Dragonica Fall.
What did you just say?
Versus
Something falls.
Get ready to rock.
オペが必要ですね
Heaven or
Okay, let's operate.
Duel. One.
A
Let's rock.
Draconic. Dragonica? Ah. Oh, where's my taunt? I think like not that one. Yeah, funny thing, you can jump into that and get hit, and it makes a slashing noise for some reason. It's been that way since X2, I believe. Well, I got out of there quick. Saturday Night Faust.
Duel.
Literally.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's still Saturday night here.
Yeah. It's a half hour before my birthday starts, which is really weird to think about. Enjoy your candy. Thank you. Oh god. I'm kind of curious what Slayer looks like here. I don't know what that expression was.
Not over yet.
Sudden bad hair day, yeah.
Win. Straight.
That was quick. Oh, he's back.
吸血鬼といっても生物学的には人間と大差ないですからね絡めてなんて枚挙に
Vampires are very human-like most of the time.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
One very quick second again, sorry.
We're fine. Good old Axel. You know, he's one of those characters that's like one of weirdly many characters based off of Axl Rose in fiction, and he is one of many based on him that is cooler than the actual guy. Not that that takes much. Is there like there was like a final fight dude based off of him, and then like, I mean, of course, JoJo had Axl Rowe, who not really based off of Axl Rose, unless he also had like a That's the thing. Axel's way nicer, too. In fact, he's so nice that when he meets up with Ino, they don't really, like, have, like, an explosive fight. She's just kind of like, dude, look, you don't want to be doing that, like, time stuff. Oh, right, okay, Mega Man game where all the, Right, I was trying to think of that. And also, Elfelt is fucking a play on Guns N' Roses. It's like... God, at least JoJo references Steely Dan all the time, which is like a good band. Oh, honestly, like, I wouldn't have minded Guns N' Roses very much if it weren't for Axel. See what else we got here. JoJo references the world. There's this guy who I just forget is there. Alright, I did say I was gonna play his good old jam. Let's do that. I'll play his Axel after. The world itself came from JoJo's, yeah.
Get ready to rock.
Oh, I gotta drop by the coin store real quick.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right, if we check controls real quick. I
That's
don't remember what was what. Oop, no, not that one. Okay. We are hitting the right one then.
Hey. My favorite Dio quote is when he calls Joseph lower than frog piss, which I think is accurately translated from it, if I remember right. I'm suddenly remembering what May's voice actor said about one part of voicing May for the announcer bits. She said, pronouncing the robot character's name almost gave me a panic attack. I believe she said.
Or just Kum Hayun.
Yeah. She says the tuner character to avoid actually saying what it is. It's accurate that he is indeed lower than Frogface. But, now that would be Shigechi. Oh yeah. Viking was voiced by May originally, and it's as weird as you think it is. Yeah. Soul versus Ah!
No!
ちなみにバイトは時給150円ね。
Jam. Win. Duel 3.
Alright.
Keep on rocking.
Jam Hells are the weird tokens that I long forgot how to use. Damn it. I think I just mostly forgot how to play Jam in general. I used to do some really cool stuff with her back in the day, but I remember that.
Ow.
That's a good freeze frame.
これもお前はうちの店員ね。
So when's Babish gonna make the Jam win pose dish?
お前なんか気の流れが変ね。初期にする前に。
Yeah, we're just gonna skip over that localization decision.
I love Jam. I don't like how Jam's translated.
Yeah. That was a bizarre and bad decision. Slayer.
Axel versus Slayer. Get ready to rock.
Axel versus Slayer. It's like the match between bands I don't like. Also, Axel's voice actor behind the scenes. Also, I'm just letting this play again because I can't get over the paper doll.
Just notice this pipe is called Batwing.
Let's rock.
Yeah, Axel's voice actor profile, I guess, just has him ranting about the fact that his ears smell weird, and then it just kind of ends after like 20 seconds. It's a very odd one.
Whoa!
Yes! Ah. Damn.
Slayer.
Also, please don't turn into a weird paper doll again. It's weird.
Duel 2. All or nothing.
Ah. Ah.
It's not over yet. Counter. It's not over yet.
That's not
Oh!
Heavy slash is a good button.
Axel wins. Duel 3. Keep on rocking.
Love that move.
It's inseparable from Slayer's character, I feel. It's like if you don't give Slayer that, like it's like why even have Slayer there? Also, one of the few things from Ghetto War Machine I still find funny because I just gave him that move in the air.
It's not over yet.
Ah!
No! I misinterpreted the range.
I'm misinterpreting the input from Super, apparently. Even though we just did it. I needed to hear him say hors d'oeuvres in English again. That's just an unrelated map. How long has it been going on for? Hold on. 49 minutes.
It's gonna be like 3 more matches, maybe?
Yeah. Go to bed, man.
Center arsenal.
Or hors d'oeuvres, yeah.
Versus Batman. Get ready to rock.
It's not a word I hear very often, so. I don't go to fancy enough parties to know how to say it. I can't hold it in anymore. Great. I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, wait, that... The intro is different now?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Male obscure. Yeah, they're they're all equals in Guilty Gear. I'll tell you that much.
It's not over yet.
What happened?
I kicked you, I think? Also, there's a thing in this Wind Pairs that still bugs me.
What's that?
She did not, like, put her hand back on the guitar, but the audio made it seem like she did. That's been, like, that way since the old game. It's like, she palm muted her guitar, like, telepathetically or something. I can't say words tonight, apparently. 20 minutes till I turn 28 years old and already I can't say words anymore. Telepathetically is like a Beavis and Butthead joke. He's just communicating like telepathetically.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Ah. I feel like Bedman was made just to be like a literal interpretation of like, man, I could beat you in my sleep.
2 or 3. All or nothing.
And I wonder if that's the idea.
Probably. I only just thought of that because yeah, but me and Kazu were in the same venue as Ishiwatari. We could have asked him that. No! Damn it! I was
Go to
close,
bed.
我々は君の正体を把握しきれていない。何が特殊でも構わないが、台本を持たない者は舞台からご退場願いたい。
Wow, that was for something Bedman says, that was pretty to the point and harsh.
Who dares?
I don't really like care, so I leave. How many more are we doing again after this?
3, so we got 2 left.
Okay.
Slayer.
Bedman's like the writers don't have a plot for you. Well, it's like in I believe X2, the game she was introduced in. Everybody had like bios when you picked them in story mode. Hers was literally just the word unknown repeated like 20 times.
Babylon. Venom versus Slayer. Get ready to rock.
Really, the only plot development I noticed is that her story in this reveals that sometimes she needs to wear glasses.
Heaven or hell.
I gotta see pictures of that later.
Let's rock.
She's like in charge of Jacko now? See, that's the thing. I don't know who the hell Jacko is. I think she's like the main villain now or something? I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's a Guilty Gear story. You can only get so decipherable, you know?
All we remember is, like, Jacko is, like, Justice now. But, like, the good part of Justice and not the wants to kill everything part of Justice.
Oh, Guess I like him better than Justice? I don't know. Jacko has a relation to Soul. For some reason my reaction to that is, of course. I just... Not,
You okay there?
Sorry, leg cramp. It just feels like Soul having more like surprising plot twists is just like a running thing with this. It's like he's a gear and also his name is Frederick.
Also, Dizzy's like his daughter.
Meaning
Sin is literally his grandpa. Or, meaning Sin is literally his grandson.
Making his meetings with Kai kind of awkward now. Yeah. Boing.
Then I'm just being like, there will be none of that tonight.
That's 3 fells for you.
Venom, win, straight.
You and the rest of us, Cinder.
That is decidedly untrue about Venom.
Venom is like,
Who dares to enter
you know, like,
the mayhem?
you see on paper it's like assassin that attacks with like billiards, and you're just like, I don't know if that'll work, and he makes it work like amazingly somehow. So for this last one, I'm gonna pick my like old main when it comes to Guilty Gear.
New York. Chip versus Jack.
Arx's storylines are kind of like that, you know, those scenes in The Beautiful Mind where he has like entire like web diagrams like covering the walls of his rooms. It's kind of that. Yeah, I feel like BlazBlue is like way worse in that regard.
7 or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'm a pumpkin. Oh right, I forgot about the thing about Chip.
Counter.
He him getting hit once is like death. Whoa! What?
What happened?
Chip things.
Oh no.
Mortal counter. What did he just say?
Sounded like he said, "So free me." Also, just realized it's a Hisoka palette, basically,
Wait, I don't know.
for a Chip.
Oh.
That's basically a Hisoka palette.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh no, not again!
This is unprecedented!
It's not over yet. Mortal counter.
Well, that round happened.
理論値通りとはいかないものね。
Jack. Win. Duel 3.
We have 2 danger times.
If we don't have double KOs, we'll sure as hell have 2 danger times. Okay! I blow it up. How do you do that one super? Ah. Oh, there we go. I can't tell if he's saying Fujiyama Geisha there, but... Oh, he does. Whew. All right, take us out, Chip.
Chip, win.
A little late for that, Chip.
Oh my god, Chip, out of all the characters to like just spit out a book for your win quote.
Well, he is a politician in this.
That's true. I can't wait for the reveal as to who won the election in the next game.
Well, given the fact that he's like still looking like a ninja, probably not him.
I can't tell if that would be good or bad for votes. Oh, was that the last one?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good game as well. How do you actually get out of this menu? Oh, there we go. So, one thing before we go.
Gotta go fishing.
Hey, I could, but we have to hear what Axel has to say. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. Actually, wait.
Damn.
I forget what category these even were in.
That was under voice.
Secret voice? I could have sworn I like heard it though. And... Oh, I have a Kai one, but he doesn't really say anything interesting. Well.
皆さん、お元気ですか? 名役のコオロギさとみです。
Since I've started playing May and also played Biken like once and then gave up.
若かったあの頃、雨の日も風の日も、嬉しいことも悲しいこともいろんなことがありました。皆さんもきっとそんな感じだと思います。長いお付き合いができて本当に嬉しいです。年々ですね、この技名とかカタカナとか
I love working on this game. I'm wasting my time in the booth.
上がってきましたが、今回に関して言わせていただけると、調律師さんというのが、
Yeah, there we go.
なかなか鬼門で、これを言わなければいけないと思うと前の日から眠れないという、そういう状態で、臨ませていただきましたが、まあここは気にしないで突き進んでいきたいと思いますので、
Keep up your warm support as I struggle to say L felt.
よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。皆さん。
Oh, wait, no, wait. I guess we could go fishing real quick. Fishing! Now after this, we'll,
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Oil. Damn it, now the US soldiers are gonna start running out.
Cool.
Oh. Oh, now I get the new Slayer palette.
Cool.
Poppin' yellow.
Alright, well, now with those amazing discoveries, I think we're about done here. So that was a fun time.
All around.
Yeah, both really good games. Well, with that, in 3 minutes, I will be officially 28 years old somehow. So, for the occasion, tomorrow, we'll be doing, around the same time, we'll be doing Sonic Robo Blast Kart 2. Or Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart. I don't know why it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I keep getting messed up on that too.
Because it makes little sense, but... so I'll be passing that around. And thanks, Kazu. But till then, thanks everybody for stopping by, and thanks Sasha for playing stuff with me.
No problem.
And we will see you tomorrow.
See you then.